Amazing. So good morning, good afternoon. I hope if it's afternoon for you, that you've had a fantastic day. It's about to get even better. And if you're starting your day with us, what a great way to start the GSL, celebrating all the amazing things that you guys have been up to in the last few weeks. Again, Lagos, lovely, lovely, lovely. So we have 27 attendees at the moment and 5 panelists. So it's a really, really beautiful group. I'm going to start off just by sharing some slides. If that's okay, Jakob, you ready to go?
Yeah.
With this? Awesome. Okay. Can we see this? Thumbs up. Awesome. So, of course, we're here, as I said, we're here to celebrate the World Catalyst COBIS GSL online program, which was a global event, which was fantastic. Okay, it's the graduation today, which means you guys have completed your course, you have succeeded, and you've been part of changing the world. We had 32 countries being represented in this program. So I'm not able to see you, but give yourself a little whoop whoop if you can see your flag there representing.
We are still on the first slide, so we can see your presenter view rather than the presentation.
Oh, really?
Yes. So slight adjustment needed.
Okay, let me try again. Sorry about that.
There we go.
You can see the flags. Thank you, Jakob. Thank you. So yeah, give yourself a whoop whoop if you can see your flag there. Amazing stuff. 32 countries, as I said, all connected, all being able to share and create and collaborate. Just a quick agenda for today's graduation. So the welcome, we're going to have a word from our partners, our COBIS. I am the GSL course director, Nadia Sibani. We're going to have amazing highlights from the program, so we get to feedback some of what the amazing things you guys have been doing, some of your challenges. We are going to hear from some of the attendees as well on a panel, so we have a Q&A, be able to direct you, signpost you to next steps, and then we're going to close, and it should be about an hour. You will be getting your certificates electronically sent to you as well, your participation certificates. So without further ado, just a little reminder of what we were here to do. So we were connecting the 4 4s. So basically encouraging communicators, creators, critical thinkers, and of course, collaborators. So I just say that again, because it's really, really powerful word. So communicators, which of course talks about when we covered about leadership, fellowship, creators, we spoke a lot about your passions, about how to be creative, how to channel that energy into amazing things. Critical thinkers, which from my group, I was blown away just by how switched on you all are, how able you are to kind of question and kind of be aware and think outside the box. And then of course, collaborators, coming together, connecting, sharing, each bringing your skills to the table and kind of collaborating on bigger projects. It was amazing to be a part of. It always is. If you have any questions, please pop them in the chat. Yeah, just checking. So Jakob has an eye on that. So if there's anything you'd like to contribute, please do feel free to do that. Okay. A reminder of our vision at Future Foundations. So our vision, and we did this in the program, if you remember, we spoke about our vision statements. Our vision is a world led by a global movement of socially conscious leaders. A world led by a global movement of socially conscious leaders. It's just to remind you, to plug you back in to the energy. And then, so we have a word from our partner. So Alicia is here this morning. She's blessing us. So I'm going to stop my sharing for now and hand over to Alicia, if that's okay.
Thank you so much, Nadia. It's great to be here with you all again today. I'm from COBIS, as Nadia mentioned, and really I just wanted to congratulate you all for graduating from this year's COBIS GSL World Catalyst. It was another amazing weekend, so thank you everyone for taking part, and thank you GSL for putting on such a wonderful programme. This year, as Nazia's mentioned, we were delighted to see so many of you take part in the weekend. We were joined by 179 students from 32 countries, and we've already seen all of the countries that were represented, so it really was brilliant to see it so visually, see how everyone was so spread around the world. So that I hope that you enjoyed the opportunity of getting to know some students, perhaps from different countries to your own over the weekend. But over the weekend, the main idea was exploring the idea of leadership and thinking about some of those skills that Nadia has just mentioned. And I know last year it was the same, but this year, the most powerful message for me that came out of the weekend is that leadership, leadership is, often we think of leadership as these big grand gestures and standing at the front and making a lot of noise, but actually the weekend really demonstrates that leadership can actually be about those really small acts that any one of us can carry out. And I know that after the weekend you were given the opportunity to put that into practice and carry out a 30-day independent challenge. And I know that in the group that I was in, there were some amazing ideas for what those were going to be. And whatever you chose to do, I hope that you really enjoyed it. And I know that we here at COBIS are really, really excited to hear about some of your work. So if you have shared anything on social media, please do tag us, because we would love to see what you've been up to. I know that we're going to be hearing a little bit more in today's session about some of those projects. But if there's anything that you've put out there on social media, tag us and we will share it across our channels. And yeah, like I said, we'd love to see some of your projects. I've already said a little bit of a thank you to GSL and the coaches, but again, a really big thank you to all of your work behind the scenes for bringing this programme to life again this year. And thank you to all of the coaches for putting on such brilliant, inspiring sessions over the weekend. And of course, a huge thank you to all of the students who took part over the weekend. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you took away some of those key messages that the coaches so skillfully put across. And I hope that you feel a little bit more inspired to make a difference in your local areas. So I think I'm going to leave it there, but thank you again. Congratulations again for graduating, and enjoy the winter break when it comes around quite soon.
Thank you so much, Elisa. So beautiful to hear that. Thank you. And yeah, obviously our coaches, so if you weren't in my group, you would have had a different coach. They're not with us this morning, but I know that they're sending you all the beautiful vibes, all the encouragement. And yeah, thank you so much, Elisa. We also have some videos which Jakob is going to share with us from our, here he is. So this is John Harper, the CEO of Future Foundations. So ready when you are, Jakob?
Some people say that young people can't change the world. I say they're the only ones that can't change the world. I say they're the only ones that can. This is what a young person said who attended a Global Social Leaders program. And I remember hearing those words and thinking to myself, this is what the Global Social Leaders program and movement is all about. Supporting young people so you can be leaders in your lives now and leaders in society. We need young people to take on that role, take on that responsibility, and to be prepared for the future, where they are going to need to solve problems and challenges that are being created today. But they should not be alone, and they also need to be holding to account, and we need to be holding to account current people now, and raising awareness of the issues and challenges of our time so that action can be taken today. And that's what Global Social Leaders is, and that's why Katie and I came together to think about how do we create a movement that can support young people to be the change that we need and to create a new generation of socially conscious leaders. Now, I would like to say to you, thank you for getting involved in Global Social Leaders, and a thank you to COBIS and to all the schools that have been involved in this fantastic programme and weekend. I want to say well done to all of you who participated in the weekend, but then have gone on to take the challenge of taking action and making a difference in your communities. You should be very proud, and today you get to celebrate what you've achieved. But I also want to say that this programme is actually a catalyst. It's a catalyst for you to become a change maker for life. So this graduation today is a celebration of your journey so far, but my hope and aspiration for you is that you continue to use this as a stepping stone to taking further action, to making a difference in your community, in your school, and seeing what next you want to take on. And also an invitation to you to stay in touch with us, to get involved in our movement, and to go on to be a true global social leader. We hope you've had a fantastic experience. A massive well done today, and a final sort of thank you to you, your teachers who shared this opportunity, and to COBIS for partnering with us on this fantastic programme. Thank you and congratulations.
Hi everyone, and a massive congratulations for graduating from GSL, the first part of your journey to becoming global social leaders for life. I was absolutely blown away by your project. Thank you so much for all of the incredible work that you put into them. And I really hope that you feel inspired by the work that you've done, by the connections that you've made with all of these incredible young people who have joined you on this journey to becoming global social leaders. It was just an absolute privilege to get to talk to you and hear some of your ideas during the Catalyst programme, and I really hope to stay connected to you through our 105 country strong global social leaders family. Good luck everyone, and goodbye. Congratulations.
Amazing. Thank you, Jakob, for showing the videos. So inspiring, so encouraging. So John and Katie are the co-founders of the GSL movement. It was their brainchild. It was their idea that came to conception and created what we have now. I'm so honored to be a part of it. I love what John started with there. Like, some people say young people can't change the world, but he believes firmly that young people are the only people that can change the world. In my group on the program, we spoke a lot about this, about, you know, the power, the creativity, the kind of, we also even spoke about this sense of responsibility that young people have. And John touched on that as well with the accountability. And the older generations, you know, we have to support you guys with that. We have to encourage you. We have to provide you the little wisdom that we may have. And generationally, like we each bring our things to the table, but ultimately it's so encouraging and really hopeful for me personally to work with such young people that are just, like I said before, so aware, so connected, so able to question status quo, able to really kind of put themselves in situations where they can show empathy, when they can have those really often difficult and sometimes awkward conversations that we must have if we are going to be the change that we want to see, if we are going to really shake things up. I love working on GSL because each and every time I do, like I said, obviously I meet young people, I'm inspired by you, like we have an amazing journeys together, but it's so honorable for me to be a part of something that I'm very passionate about, be part of such a beautiful working team. It's very rare to be able to work with a whole team that just has really beautiful intentions, that support each other, and that kind of transcends through the programs we do, and that is reciprocated 100% with the young people that we work with. And I think that we just keep feeding into that. And when I think about Katie and John's idea to start this, and how it's kind of snowballed into this movement that it is now, and you can see we span the globe you know, we definitely have a vision to bring as many flags, as many countries, as many people connecting from all over the place as we can together, and continue that snowball effect of reciprocation, of supporting, of loving, but being very honest and very real about what we're dealing with in today's world. So yeah, I'm so honored and really, really grateful that you've all come here today. We have actually 36 attendees and 5 panelists. We have Alba and we have Simisola. Thank you, welcome. I'm gonna move things about a little bit just because Alba needs to leave and we'd love to hear from her. So Alba, if you're okay, can I put you on the spot right now and ask you to introduce yourself and explain a little bit to us about the challenge that you completed?
So my name is Alba and I'm from Spain, but right now I'm living in St. Petersburg. And I really liked the COBIS GSL course.
Is it just me or we lost Alba's connection for?
I was just about to ask, I wasn't sure if it's mine. Oh, Alba, can you hear us okay? Yeah, this is one of the beautiful things that we do when we're dealing with Zoom and technology. I mean, it's amazing to connect us, but sometimes we do have the issues. I'll come back to Alba, if that's okay. Hopefully you can reconnect. I know she needs to go in about 10 minutes. But yes, Simisola, I'll come back to you in a bit if that's okay. Right, okay, so I'll go back to sharing some of the slides. Oh, bear with me, sorry. If you were in my group, you know this is completely normal for me. I'm not a techie at all, but I don't know where it's gone now, 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that, Jakob. Jakob was a whiz with technical things. Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So it was just a reminder really of the things we covered in our 3-day journey together. So we obviously spoke about leadership. We had amazing inspirational speakers, Katie and Emmy. Well-being, we touched on a lot, and in my group, it was amazing to really kind of dig deeper below the surface of some of those things and understanding that our well-being, our mindset, kind of where we are, the relationship we have with ourselves is very much the relationship we have with everything else, the world, kind of the current issues, the goals, all of that stuff. So it was really good to kind of check in and create that process of reflection, which I think we continued throughout. And hopefully, if it's something that one of the things you guys were able to take away with that is that, you know, that mindset to keep reflecting, to keep coming back, and to love yourself and take care of yourself. The need for change. So we looked at current global issues, some local solutions. We shared a lot about our passion for change, what really kind of drives us, what kind of fires us up inside. Our visions. So as I shared earlier, so FF's vision statement, and we all created our own vision statement. And again, we went back to resilience and how, again, that underpins so much of our journey, you know, and not everything is straight sailing. Sometimes there's challenges, often there's bumps in the road, and that's fine. But it's about how we come back from that, how much kind of grounding and scaffolding, how much security do we put in ourselves to be able to bounce back and come through and kind of and in many ways be grateful for the challenges as well and the things they teach us. And then on day 3, we very much focus on our challenges, how we're going to create a mini project, 30-day challenge, what we're going to do. We went through the spring framework, which for me is very helpful. So each step on that ladder, kind of getting really clear about project planning, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, being realistic with that. We spoke a lot about using our networks and kind of tying into the the resources that we have available to us. And we shared with you how to connect on the Hive. So I'm hoping lots of you have been connecting and kept inspiring each other and sharing your ideas. And yeah, then we had our close. So 3 days of magic, as far as I'm concerned. It was very beautiful. These are some of the things that you guys have shared with us, that someone who's very good at technical stuff, it's probably not that hard, but has put it all together and made it look very beautiful. For people like me who are visual and appreciate that. Amazing words here. So we've got resourceful, generous, beautiful, kind, curious, loving, hardworking, friendly, determined, strong, responsible, brave, supportive, empathetic, happy, focused, creative, and caring. So I just want you to take a moment and look at all of those words, think about what they mean, and just know that this is you. All of us in this room, there's 41 of us in this space right now. This is all of us connecting, bringing these, they're not just words, they are things, they're verbs as far as I'm concerned. We're being in this space. And yeah, that's really powerful. So just take a moment to acknowledge that and know that you're part of something that's really, truly amazing and beautiful in an often ugly world. So thank you so much. Okay.
We've got Alba back.
Amazing. Okay. Awesome. Alba. So you were introducing, you're from Spain, you're currently in St. Petersburg. Tell us a little bit about your challenge, please. What did you do?
So me and the student council from my school, we created a charity week, and we had a lot of activities during that week. We had a bake sale, we have a teacher versus student like sports event. We had some arts and crafts, and then like the student had to pay about €5 to participate in all of these activities, and we raised €300, and we donated it to the orphanage, the Hope Orphanage here in St. Petersburg. And then I got some signed t-shirts from a basketball team, a football team, and a hockey team, thanks to my dad, who is a basketball trainer. And I auctioned them at the end of my school show, and we raised about €3,000 with those. So that was very, very exciting.
Amazing.
And we also donated that money to the charity.
Amazing. Wow, round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I love that. Like we spoke about using network and using resources as well available to you. Like, Dad, you're a great resource right now. Calling in the favors. I love that. When you said a whole week of activities, that kind of blew me away. That must have taken so much planning and kind of, again, creativity. How did you come up with that idea?
So in my school, we always have like this week that like the student council prepares. And since I'm the head student of my school, I just like wanted to say to them to like maybe do something with charity. And then like we just started coming up with all of these activities, and we decided that that had to be a good idea.
Amazing. Sounds like you had a good team with you as well. Awesome. Can I just ask you as well? So what kind of, I've got 2 more questions actually. No, let me stay. Sorry, I was going to ask you a bit about yourself, but I'll come back to that. So this is how my brain's working. You said that you donated the money to the Hope charity. Why did you choose that charity, and how did that process of choosing that charity come about?
So I just like in Russia especially, like it's very cold, and some of the people who don't have a lot of money are always like in the streets, and I always see like a lot of children just like alone. And like we found, like my school has been cooperating with this orphanage for like 2 years, and I just thought that that would be a good opportunity to give all of those children like a better life. Because I have had so many opportunities, and there's just like children just for not having parents don't have those opportunities.
Yeah,
And I think it's very sad.
thank you. So yeah, that's so touching. What through this process have you learned about yourself? Like, what are you taking away from this for yourself?
I think I've become like stronger because I've seen like other people in worse situations than me, and I've just seen that I'm very, very lucky. And I also think that I can actually manage a team very well, which I thought was something I could not do. So, yeah.
Amazing. And how old are you, Alba?
I'm 11.
Wow. Amazing. So at 11 years old, you can manage a team. You're able to kind of self-reflect, show empathy, create, connect, pull in your resources, use your advantages, you know, that you've spoken about, like even you being the head student, being able to position yourself to kind of be such a leader and create followers. But one more question before we move on. In that kind of, like you're saying, leading a team, being a leader, what would you say was like your style? Did you switch between leadership styles? What kind of was the best one for you? What worked for you?
Like, I think like being organized and having like very clear ideas, just like knowing always what will come next, and just like always like trying to stay focused.
Very good. I love that. So with that kind of organization and vision that you had, you were able to bring the team together and kind of work through that.
Yeah, and I also think like I'm very fortunate because I had a very good team that also really, really helped.
Of course. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? Alba, thank you so much. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, but thank you for, your challenge, and no doubt at all that you are going to continue to commit yourself to creating change. Thank you so much. I know you need to go now, so all the best.
Thank you.
I hope to connect again.
Bye.
Take care. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Let's give Alba a nice wave. Amazing. So Miss Sol, I'm going to come back to you shortly, if that's okay. I'd like to share with all of us, so 38 attendees, 4 panelists, some of the amazing things that you guys got up to in your 30-day challenges. And hopefully this is good to go. Yes? Awesome, thank you. So challenges, we obviously covered pledge, publish, and power in the different categories there. So it was very much about drawing on your passions, channeling those passions into issues that you're passionate about, that you care about, that kind of really, really talk to your heart, and then kind of bringing that energy together into creating a challenge towards one of the SDG goals. Quick quiz, what does SDG stand for? Obviously I can't hear you, but just in your head, you should be saying social. No, you shouldn't. You should be saying sustainable development goals. I always say that socials. So some highlights from the program. In the publish, so we had Risa spent 6 hours creating and sharing a podcast about news and awareness. Podcasts being such a great way to kind of raise awareness, to create those discussions, those conversations that are so needed. Amazing stuff. Nanhal published posters to support UNICEF, and you can see here, wow, a lot of work's gone into that. Looks like a lot of facts and figures, visuals. So again, publishing something, supporting something that already exists, creating awareness about UNICEF. supporting a monthly program. Amazing stuff. There in the publish category, we had Jonas published posters to display in school to raise awareness about the food waste. Very, very, very clear message here. For some, a snack, for some, a day's meal. Very, very powerful. Again, raising awareness, kind of bringing light to these issues. Publish, we had Fatima, and Fatima published posters to raise awareness about climate change and to encourage people to live a more sustainable life. Again, a really beautiful visual here, very clever. And Fatima was asking, what can we do to live a more sustainable life? And I love this because it's like very clear, kind of short points, like, what can we all do? Let's hold each other accountable. Let's hold ourselves accountable. And this is how we can do it. Very good. I love that. Well done, Fatima. Tiana organized collection and distribution of clothes and toys to donate to local shelters and charities. And you can see some of the things that Tiana was able to collect here. So again, kind of bringing people together to give back, to re-gift. Beautiful work, amazing stuff. Simi Sola herself, she's in the house today, organized a fun secret Santa gift giving event at the TEC orphanage and talked about the importance of sharing. And here's some beautiful images. Simi Sola in that looks so touching. And we're going to hear from you shortly. Obviously we heard from Alba, so here's some footage of the football shirts that she was telling us about, so signed. I love the Santa suit. And again, Alba was able to raise 2,273 euros and gift them to the orphanage, which is truly beautiful. Malantha, I love this one as well. Malantha raised £475 to support the Roots Shoots project through creating a flower shop at school and handing out bouquets locally in return for donations. And again, some beautiful pictures here. It looks amazing, so creative. Flower week in the shop, amazing stuff. So like there's no ends to what we can do and bringing our passions and ideas together. Carlo and Carolina raised 522 euros for UNICEF to help with the Afghanistan crisis through holding a non-uniform day in school. So well done to you both. Very good. And Minami organized and played jazz piano at charity music concert, raising £292 for Moye and Refugee Empowerment International. Love that. So here's a picture of Minami on the keys. So a whole jazz piano event concert, like just amazing. Again, really, I love this one as well, bringing Minami's passions and abilities and hobbies into something that lots of people can come and enjoy together and ultimately give back. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing here. So obviously we'd like to share all of the challenges. It's simply just a time constraint. Like there's so much that we'd share. I personally could be here all day talking about the amazing things that you guys have been creating. And just to let you know, we have 38 attendees right now and 4 panelists in the room. Simi Sola, hi, welcome. Are you okay to talk to us?
Yes.
Love you to please introduce yourself, where you're logging in from today, and tell us a bit about your challenge.
Okay. So my name is Simisala Stoffman, and I am logging in from Nigeria in Lagos. So my independent challenge was about like the basic concept was Secret Santa. So I bought gifts that people distributed, like my family and my friends, for me to buy gifts for the orphanage. So I bought the gifts and I gave them the gifts to wish them a lovely Christmas, because some people didn't have money to buy gifts, and to give them the experience of sharing So I taught them how to share, and I also added a little twist by teaching them about leadership too, from what we learned in this experience.
Amazing. Beautiful stuff. Amazing, amazing. Well done to you. Tell us a bit about that. How did you teach the leadership? I love that you kind of took from this experience and then you gave back almost immediately. But tell us what that looked like.
So like there were some boys in the orphanage that didn't like to share, and I taught them how to share, that you shouldn't be selfish, that there are like other people that also want the same thing you have, so you should share and show love. And then what I taught them about leadership is that you should set your goal from now so that you can like become a better person. For example, one of them set a goal that they wanted to also make their own orphanage, even though they're an orphan too. So like that really touched me, because like that was really nice of them.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. So you mentioned there that obviously you took from this experience some things about leadership, but what else did you take from this experience for yourself? Like, what are you walking away with?
Okay, so I'm walking away with being bold. For example, like you can do anything you want to come true. So I want to be like a doctor when I grow up. And my idol is Mother Teresa, because I think she's a really great woman. And she was a leader some way, somehow. And I also want to be a leader while being a doctor at the same time. So like, I learned like different ways on how to be a leader by setting your goals, planning a change. So yes.
So the kind of like the framework, if you like, of kind of organizing, setting goals. You've said setting goals a lot, so obviously it's something that really works for you, which is great. You know, it's great to have clarity on what we're doing, how we're going to do it. In that process, often, obviously, we spoke about this in the program as well, like we can burn out sometimes. We can get to that point where we're giving so much, we're so passionate, but we kind of often forget to refill ourselves up. So I just want to ask you, what are you doing to maintain your own well-being, kind of your own resilience through these processes?
Okay. To maintain my well-being, I'll be strong, and I'll also make sure that I change other people's lives by helping them, like I did in the Independent Challenge.
So that's something that kind of makes you well, is that obviously something you're passionate about, is giving back and kind of, I mean, being a doctor, you know, saving people's lives literally is a really beautiful goal for yourself to have. I really love what you said there, that you took from this journey, is being bold and knowing that I can do what I want to do, like I can make it happen. That is extremely powerful, and amazing to hear. So well done to you. One more question about your challenge. Really, it's such a beautiful idea, and obviously this time of year, you know, it's a nice kind of segue into Christmas. How did you come up with the idea though of Secret Santa and giving gifts? And then how did you kind of get the donations to buy the gifts? And sorry, just to add to it, what kind of gifts did you select? And you said that you bought them yourself. Was that you just going out thinking what other children you might want? So that's like 3-in-1 question there. How did you come up with it? How did you raise the money? And the gift giving kind of process?
Okay, so how I came up with the idea was that so like it's like kind of like a tradition, Secret Santa, that like you write people's names down and like it's in like a cup or so. So like you pick a name and like you basically give the gift to someone that you think that they might want. And then how did I come up with the donations, like you said? Yes, so I asked my family and my friends like to send money. So we got enough money and we were able to like buy gifts for them. Like I bought some toys, like some towels, like plates and cups and candy and sweets. So yeah.
Lovely. It sounds like you had a really good like awareness of, you know, sharing fun, sharing things that young people, kids are going to enjoy, but also practical needs as well. And it sounds like you had a lot of support from your friends and family. But no doubt, because you were bold enough to share your idea, to share, you know, to organize it, to be very clear about what it is I want to do. And that's why I think you were able to kind of bring people into that vision of yours and get people to donate and be part of it. Thank you so much. Do you have any final words for the room today? No, we just on behalf of everybody at GSL, thank you so much for you, for everybody that's taken part. Thank you for showing up today and sharing as well, and sharing the photos, and all the best. And we hope to connect with you again at some point. Thank you, Simisola. Let's give a round of applause for Simisola. Thank you so much. Amazing stuff. If there's anything anyone wants to put in the chat, any questions or any shares of your own, please feel free to do that. Okay, thank you so much, my dear. Hopefully you can see my slides. Good stuff. I love this image, so I wanted to share this. Thank you to all the students, coaches, staff, parents, everyone involved in GSL behind the scenes. As Alyssa said, you know, ultimately we couldn't do this without you guys. So well done for signing up. Well done for taking part. Well done to committing yourself to 30 days of challenges. This is not the end. This is very much like a beginning of a journey. GSL, like I said, we see ourselves as a movement, you know, as something to be a part of. It's not something that you necessarily want to just step into and step out of. If you do, that's absolutely fine. But we really encourage as well, like stepping in and kind of keep being part of that. So we have ongoing programs, we have ongoing challenges. I'm gonna ask Jakob to speak on that in a moment, if that's okay. Jakob, sorry to drop you in that. Certificates to follow. So certificates will be sent to you electronically, as I've said. And you know what, really value that, because again, it's a kind of a beautiful reminder of the commitment that you took, the journey that you took, all the connections you've made, all the things you've been able to share and inspire each other with. And indeed your coaches, your teachers. Like, don't for 1 minute think that we aren't blown away and inspired by you guys. And you know, often it seems like we're coaching, we're teaching. No doubt we have wisdom to share, but for me it's such a process of giving and receiving, giving and receiving, giving and receiving. So yeah, really value that you've taken part in this. So well done for you. GSL opportunities. Jakob, are you okay to come in and speak about that? Yeah.
Sure. If you can just leave the slides on, I will be
perfect.
amazing.
Thank you.
Cool. So could you show me what we've got? I think
sorry.
So obviously the movement, we've had over 30 countries represented on this program, but in terms of all the movements, it's 106 countries where students has done projects. So we are really, really excited that you're joining this big movement. Next slide, please. We have some opportunities. One is the GSL Festival. So we run it always in June. So save the date, 16th of June. This is going to be an amazing online experience. 1 day of speakers coming in from all different corners of the world. We've been running since the pandemic, the festival online. So the last 2 years, I think last year we had around 1,000 people registering for this event. So, and we had, I think, 30 something speakers from all corners of the world talking about all the different topics around the global goals. So really strongly recommend to join. It's a free event, which you can just simply register for and attend. And next up, Nadia, I think we have the Global Goals competition. It's now in our 5th year. So if you would like to take your 30-day challenge or maybe some other exciting idea that you have and take it further, you can sign up to our Global Goals competition, which is, again, completely free for you to join. All you need is to speak to your teachers to register your school to join the competition, and then you can form a team of up to 7 people and let us know your fantastic ideas of projects. We have a small army of volunteers called the Global Goals Heroes who would be glad to read and get inspired by your project, and then also write you a little bit of feedback on areas that you can either improve or things for you to consider to grow your project further. So as you can see, 31st of January, that's the registration closes. So you can still have a lovely, winter break, but then in the new year, come with fresh energy and register your projects. And then we ask for a final submission on the 1st of May, a 2-page report and a 3-minute digital submission. So it's a really fantastic opportunity, and we hope you can get involved in this. And any more slides, Nadia?
Yeah.
You can also sign up to our Gso Fellowship, which is like an ongoing thing. So basically we send out once a month, and you've already received a kind of an example of that, our Feel Good Friday bulletin. So when you sign up for the fellowship, you will be receiving those. So this is something that, again, keeps you connected. And it's maybe the kind of, you don't have to really do much, but you get a fresh dose of inspiration every month about any things coming up. And Alisa, is there any upcoming COBIS opportunities that you would like to mention?
Thank you. Yes, we have lots of exciting things coming up. So this program is one of the many really exciting opportunities that we offer throughout the year at COBIS. Next term, we've got our Manga and Maths Challenge. We've got our poetry, art, music and coding competitions, the Race for Good and the Eco Film Awards. There's lots more information on our website about all of those things. So you can visit our website and check it out and find out a little bit more. And if you've got any questions, then please do get in touch. With all of those activities, they're virtual, so anyone should be able to get involved from wherever you are in the world. But yeah, please do get stuck in next time. We'd love to see you involved in some more of our student activities.
Wow, that's amazing. Especially like the poetry and the coding. That's right up my street. But poetry probably more Nadia's strong point. I'd like to get involved in the coding for sure. Thank you. And I think we have potentially 1 or 2 more slides to show you guys. Because the Global Social Leaders is not only about the kind of programs and leadership you do, it's also about a platform for you guys. So the next slide should show you. Yes, so opportunities. You can, if you go on our website, you can find areas where you can submit a blog about your journey, or even sign up to record a podcast. If you really want to share your message with the world, we publish those blogs and record those podcasts with students. So it's more of a platform for you guys to get your message out there and for others to engage. So we strongly recommend for you to keep getting involved in the movement, because the movement, it's all about you and your input. So that's, I think, it for me. I'm going to pass on to Nadia. Thank you all so very much for joining this program and for all the work you've done in your local community.
Thank you, Jakob. Yes, amazing. I just want to go back to this because I just want to say as well, like, I encourage you so much to exactly that. Share your message, share your voice. Like, we speak so much in the programs about your voice being so powerful, so important, so necessary. So, you know, so many of you have incredible things to share. And like I said, I think for me, a real key part of change is discussion. It's about changing the mindsets. It's about raising awareness. It's about holding space and providing space for us to do that. And it can be very creative ways, but ultimately it comes down to conversations. And so please share your blogs, please share your podcasts, ask those questions. Let's be comfortable with getting uncomfortable sometimes as well. So yeah, really encourage you to do that. Please stay in touch with us. Follow us. If you're on Instagram, follow us at Global Social Leaders. If you're doing anything to do with GSL, anything to do with your challenges, please hashtag GSL Catalyst, GSL Goals. Again, it's a way to connect to that community, to keep this movement alive, keep sharing, continue to think globally, continue to act socially. And there's no time like the present, guys. Let's start now. We've got a lot of work to be doing. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you so much for being part of GSL. Thank you so much for being you, for being who you are, and just continue to do so. You're going to have lots of ways to connect with us. You're going to get the emails, but yeah, please do sign up as well to the fellowship and stay connected. We're a few minutes before time. But just if there's anyone, do you want to share anything in the chat? Do you have any questions? I'm just going to let that option be there for a few moments. Any final words you'd like to say? Caroline, this is thank you. Anyone else, if there's anything you'd like to say? Otherwise, from all of us, from our heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. Continue being you, continue being amazing. And yeah, continue plugging into this community. This is the way forward. We do have some thank yous in the chat. Esther Thayers, thank you so much. The program changed my mindset completely. That's incredible, Esther, thank you. Thank you for a fantastic weekend. Lots of thank yous, thank you. Thank you from Slovakia. Thanks for an amazing opportunity. Yeah, gratitude all around, which we also spoke about in the program. The power of gratitude, the power of that humility, that mindset. Thanks so much. The program was amazing. It's really fun to complete. Thanks for raising good leaders. It's great to be a part of a program like this. It really, really is. Thanks for raising, I said that one. And yeah, thank you for changing me into a better person. You did it yourself.
Yeah,
you changed yourself. And that's the beauty of it. We're encouraging and supporting, but ultimately, we're leading ourselves into those things. Guys, thank you. Jakob, thank you. Elisa, thank you. Simisola, thank you. And obviously Alba, she's now left. And each and every one of you for logging in. Just have an amazing day. If you're at the end of your day, you know, treat yourself, have a good one, rest up. If you're about to start your day, what an amazing energy to go through your day with. Jakob, any final words from you?
Just a massive thank you for tuning in. You know, it's the graduation also is going to be, it's all been recorded, so it's going to be available on the website, and your certificate should arrive in your email this afternoon. So have a look later on, or this afternoon, I mean UK time, so whatever that translates to you. So yes, thank you so much, and yeah, hopefully maybe see some of you next year.
Indeed, we hope to. And yeah, just remember, this is a celebration. So through every challenge, through every piece of hard work, through every kind of accomplishment, we must celebrate even the little things, the huge things. So celebrate yourselves, take a moment when you get your certificate. Yes, but continue to plug in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stay blessed. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.